I was born into kind of this chaos. As soon as I was born, drugs in my system, I went right into the foster care. I was taken away from my mother and placed into kinship care for 9 years. And, you know, as a young adolescent, young teen, I had my little, ins and outs. I was always, I guess you could say announced as the special needs, kind of behavioral problem kid. And in middle school, I was really bad. I would get suspended all the time. Like, I can't even count how many times I got suspended. The crazy thing is not a lot of people know about my story. They're like, oh, Jevon, oh, I know him. But they don't know, like, some of the things that I've been through and some of the things, like the skeletons in my closet. I was in and out of homelessness in middle school, in and out of homelessness beginning high school. And so I basically said, okay, this is it, Jevon. You're homeless. How are you gonna deal with this? And growing up in a home where you are labeled as Christian, they say, well, you need to ask God to change you. And I remember one moment, I would pray all the time, like, change me, but I still was doing like the same thing. And I just laid down on the floor in the hallway, and I remember it so vividly. And I said, well, God, why haven't you changed me? Just having a conversation with him. And I said, well, I keep asking you to change me, and yet I see nothing. And then, where people say that aha moment, or you hear somebody speak, or you hear intervention, divine intervention. And I swore at that moment that the answer came to me and said, well, what are you doing? You asking me to change you, but what are you doing? And so I went and talked to school psychiatrist. Told her, like, I'm homeless. I've been living on the street for quite some time now. And she said, oh, we got to do something about this. And so she made it her mission to get me a bed to sleep in that night. The group home that I stayed in was the Los Angeles Youth Network. And the other organization that I was been a part of for like 12 years was the Breezy Foundation. And both of those organizations combined together in my life were just like, I had a roof over my head and I had a place where I can give back. The people who showed that support, who just initially said, look, I'm here because I care. I believe you. I believe that you have potential. Individuals decided to exceed what was expected of them on paper. They didn't make me feel any less of a youth, any less of a child, any less of a human being because of my situation. They made it safe. You gotta have people who just wanna care.